G'day, Goldson back with another follow-up to the tailoring old army setup from yesterday. Just a quick disclaimer. I know that the video that got released yesterday wasn't what you were expecting, and I kind of portrayed it in a different way, where I should have made it a longer video portraying it in phases, because I didn't realize until after the comments. People were like, oh, what's going on? You're abandoning us, or you're telling us to go this way when everyone is going to go this way. And it makes sense when you think at an individual level, but when you consider the alt army, my brain works differently because I'm thinking more long term. Like, I don't want to, it's a different mindset, and I can understand the frustration. Some people get it, some people didn't, and yeah, I saw that in the comments, so thanks for that. So I couldn't sleep last night, so I had to come up with this sort of thing to try and make you understand why my thought process, basically. So, because all this is just my idea, this is how I'm doing my alts. It's not necessarily what you have to do, it's how I'm doing it. So you got to remember that this is my setup, not yours. So you can take this however you want, it's up to you. But yeah, if you can see this picture, thank you, is generated by Grok. So that's Elon's platform. You can generate images now, and they're pretty good. So hopefully the quality of the video goes up from now on, because we're going to use that. So here you got phase 2 and 3. So I sort of renamed the first video as phase 1 guide, and this is kind of like a continuance. So just a quick disclaimer, sorry about the time. Okay, so the tailoring old army setup is going to consist of 3 phases. Yesterday we went through phase 1, and phase 1 is set up alts to make rare bolts, the exquisite vibrant bolts. That'll be the first easy step that I'm going to do. It's not necessarily what you want to do, but that's okay. So we got the second option here, which is phase 2, which is what I'm going to do after phase 1, is to set up alts to make the epic bolts. If you are preference to do phase 2 first and then do phase 1, more than happy for you to do that. I think a lot of people are going to go with the phase 2 approach first, the epic bolts. And I'm pretty sure 99% of people are going to go with that, with the Dawnweave bolts, because that's what we know from Dragonflight. And in saying that, if everyone goes in that direction, then there's no one to do the exquisite bolts that require more demand earlier on. That's why, excuse me, I had something in my throat. Oh, bad booger or something. But so phase 2, you can do that first, or you can do it second. Me personally, I'm going to do it second because I'm not in a rush, and I'll show you that throughout this guide. Okay, and then phase 3 is you unlock the final build. So that's your home stretch, and in total 310 knowledge points. That's how much I'm going to go on each character. So it seems like a lot. You don't necessarily need to do all of it. But yeah, just realize this 100 thing here, that's a typo. That should be 130. Because if you add all these 3 up, it's 280. So, or is it? 60 plus 150 is 210 plus 100, 310. No, it's not. I'm tripping, man. Okay, phase 2. So we're going to imagine that you've done phase 1. Well, you don't have to, remember, but you can start on this. Pretend this is phase 1 if you want, but this will be my phase 2. So the goal of this one build is to produce 42 Dawnweave bolts and 42 Duskweave bolts every single week, and use concentration to make as many rank 3s as you can, because the only way to guarantee rank 3 is to have everything ranked up, fully maxed, everything. So it's going to be a while. We're going to be using concentration for a while before we can start guaranteeing this stuff. And it might be, even if we're fully maxed, there still might be concentration involved. So we can only wait until and see if that actually is the case, because that would change the game. All right, so the Dawnweave reagent here, Dawnweave bolt. So you got a picture here, nice picture. So this is based on the full build, 310 points with no tools. Because you can't, I don't know why they don't give us the recipes to make the full tools, because they don't want us to fully calculate. They probably realise that if we have a full build on the thing, they might, and we're at we're above the recipe difficulty, yet there's still a concentration. That means there's literally a cooldown on everything, even if you're max. So only time will tell. And that's using rank 3 mats here. So if you add the 40 points onto 592, you get 632. And because I'm cool tiering, I'm 2 points above. So that's exactly right on the money. So if it's 144 concentration instead of 185 when everything's max, then yeah, that's gonna cause uprising. Okay, so Duskweave, same deal, exact same stats. So no need to harp on about it. All right, so why rank 3 bolts? Why do we need them, man? Well, specialized tailors, not us, because we're specialized in making the bolts. Other specialized tailors, the other ones, the ones that are doing all the garment crafting, gear crafting. They can also guarantee these. They can guarantee these recipes using rank 3 materials. This is the base gear. This isn't got like the extra added recipe on top, like from each season. Every season they bring out a new, crest. This is just the base skill, man. Crazy shit. It's some part of me is like, well, it just seems really hard and expensive to make crafted gear, yet the crafted gear is like way than the mythic gear. I reckon make it the same item level, man, because it's just as hard. And plus you're still limited. You still got to get the spark. So like people be like, oh, you can just buy your gear. It's like, nah, you're limited by the spark, dude. Crazy. But yeah, same again, Duskweave. If you're fully maxed, apparently you can guarantee it. Duskweave. Sorry, I fucked up. This is it's also required for spell thread, specialized tailors. So you have to like put extra points in to get that. So really, we're selling these to those guys who are making spell threads. And if you have a tailor main, like you got 2 of them, and they're specialized in pumping out spell threads and like gear crafting, then yeah, you can make these rank 3 items cheap and then give it to yourself to increase your profit margins. That'd be cool. Why not? And so these dusk thread linings, and if they use rank 3 Duskweave bolts, they can guarantee it as well. Like it's all the same deal. Like everything, if you got to be fully maxed out to do it, dusk thread linings. Yeah, they might be popular embellishments, eh? Okay, so the bags do not require ranks to craft. Bit of a shame, really. So if we run out of concentration, right, but we still got charges, the rest of them are going to be like rank 2 bolts, and then they're the bolts that we're going to use to make bags, and then sell the bags, or just sell the bolts. I hate selling bags because it's annoying because I'm only on one server. I know. Get a multiple servers, but I can't be fucked, man. To be honest, can't be bothered. Sorry. But yeah, just so you know. Okay, just another iteration. I always drum this in. So you get roughly 1,000 concentration every 3.5 days, or 2,000 a week. Just so you know. Okay, why concentrate? All right, that's a good question. It's the requirement to guarantee rank 3 in the early days. So even if you have all this stuff here, we might still need concentration. But if you want to, there's no way we can find out on the beta, so I'll go through that. But you need 190 knowledge points, rare tools, and the 100 skill. So the tool, I'm not going to cover the tools because we're going to get those eventually over time, just with the amount of weeklies and knowledge points we get. Just the sheer amount of knowledge points, weeklies, that we're going to get enough to cover all our tools in the long run. So okay, so how do we do it, man? Get to it. All right, cool, I'm getting there. Sorry, I'm slow and steady. You didn't rush me, man. Nah, I'm only joking. Okay, step 1 in phase 2, or this could be your phase 1. So the first 30 points you spend in the game in the war within, you want to chuck 30 points into here, which is from dawn until dusk. And doing so allows you're able to now find dawn and dusk scraps or dusk weave. So you got pictures here. So that's like additional cloth that's required for the Dawnweave bolt. So, and like I haven't really done any testing on the cadence of this dropping. So if we have to like farm up our own shit to make these bolts, then that's going to be hectic with an old army. Like if it means more time, you have to grind on each ult to get enough bolts to craft your weekly stuff, then a full-on ult army is out of the question because it just simply would take too much time. Someone else is just farming it and then selling it, then we can just buy it off the auction house. That's another way, but we can only wait and find out and see. But yeah, you can start accruing the cooldown of the Duskweave bolts and the Dawnweave bolts. So I think if you put 30 points in here and then you unlock the next specs just with 0 points in it, you can start recharging up to 10 and you can make the new bags and reagent bags. So that's step 1. First 30 points, in you go. Step 2 is to chuck another 30 points, and you want to split this up. Or this is what I'm going to do. You don't have to. You can target one side if you want, up to you. But me personally, I'm just going to, putting 15 in each one increases the charges from 10 to 20. So that means you're going to be making double the amount, up to 14 a week. So yeah, this one, the first 30 points will get you 10 a week. So it's not many. So it was technically 10 times 2 because you make 2 now. And this one, extra 30 points, you can up it to 14 a week. And then step 3 is 20 points in each of the nodes at the bottom here, which will allow you to make 21 a week, and you can recharge up to 30. You see a little picture here, and yeah, there's the picture here. So each 21 times 2, so it's 42. So you can craft 42 a week max. All right, so yeah, so bulk cooldowns, just to reiterate what we went through. So you start out with first 30 points will get you 10. You can do 10 a week. Another 30 will get you up to 20 recharges, and you can do 14 a week. And then the last one, 40, another 40 points will get you 30 recharges and a max of 21. Basically the same as fucking Dragonflight. All right, so that's phase 1 and phase 2 complete for myself. So remember what I said, you can do phase 2 first, and then phase 1, and then phase 3 last. Up to you, you do what you want. All right. So moving on, phase 3. So the goal of phase 3 is to unlock the full build. We're at the final stretch now, and it's going to require us to get another 150 more knowledge points. It's going to allow you to have more profit and remain competitive, because if you get to phase 2 and then stop, that's fine. But the people that go to phase 3, go the full, it's like way more work and effort, but eventually like you're going to be competing with people who are fully maxed out. So just so you're aware, you don't need phase 3. Okay, some reminders here. So you want to continue to obtain weekly knowledge efficiently, which means you want to gather the knowledge that's easy, like kind of like weekly crafting item, and then you don't want to go and like spend more money and time like flying around getting the dirt piles and stuff like that. Like, you can if you want. If you just plan one character, go for it. But if considering a time thing, you might be able to get like maybe 9 or 10 a week knowledge points compared to like 14 or 15 or whatever. It doesn't matter. But just remind yourself of that. The Dark Moon Fair also gives skill and knowledge. So it does pay to do the Dark Moon Fair once a month, and we can make a little video guide when that comes out. I'll probably skip the first one because the first Dark Moon's straight up, and I'm not going to be bothered doing that. It doesn't seem worth doing it. Dark Moon Fair is kind of like, I'm at the end. I need some bonus points to get from like 90, 80 up to 100. But all the degens are going to go for the Dark Moon straight up because they're trying to race to 100. And good on you, man. I'm playing a different game, just remember that. All right. So, and also with the new zone, there's a rumored new zone up root lands. They've been data mined. So when they brought out the cavern, there was new treasures. So there was additional 9 points or something. I can't remember exactly, but there was more points coming in the new zone. So you can do that over time as well. And patron orders, we cover that in the little practical video at the end. We can go through and show you. So patron and Ari Treatise, that's the inscription knowledge once a week consumable. You can get amongst that if you want. But that's going to get really costly at the start, so I might skip that and do it later when the materials become cheap. I'll just do bulk guild order and smash it all out with the multi-crafts just to try and make some more savings. But that's later on. I'm not even worried about that yet. I'm more focused on phase 1, getting phase 1 set up. Okay, more reminders. You're only doing this to remain competitive long term. Yes, very correct. You do not have to do it. This is completely optional, man. 190 knowledge points is still a decent accomplishment to get up there. The only thing you're going to lack on is you're going to have less multi-craft, less resourcefulness, and less ingenuity. So that's all profit and a lot more work and effort to do it, because that's 150 what was it, 130 extra points. No, wait, not extra 150. I don't know, there's 310 in total. That's all I know. It's a lot. Okay, so this one I normally go through is how to be efficient. This really only applies to phase 1 and 2, and that's because we're logging in twice a week to use the concentration. This actually means, like, if we get to max and concentration is no longer required, then this only really applies at the start. End game, who cares? Just craft it every 10 days. Just log in and craft all 42. Send it. Or technically it would be 60 at that stage, 60 a week of each. Imagine that. That would be pretty cool. Just log in every 10 days and just craft a bunch and then log out. How efficient would that be? So yeah, you want to craft the most profitable bolt, and to be honest, it's probably going to be the dusk weave. Dawn weave is shit. Purchase seal your mats, chuck it in the wall bank, and then just craft as many as you can using your concentration. And when the concentrations run out, just craft the remaining if you like. Up to you. I'll just use concentration on the Wednesday, right? And then when that runs out, I'll craft the remainder on the Saturday, and then I'll just craft the rest as rank 2. That's how I'll do it. Okay, so sorry for the long wait, but I have to go through it, and it wouldn't be a guide if I didn't put it in there. But how to level up, because everyone's wondering, how do you get to 100, mate? Just let me know. I hear you, man. I hear you. You just want to get to 100, dude. But I've looked into it a bit more, and we're going to go through it here. And then at the end, I'll show you on the PTR what I mean. So phase 1, ready at like skill 51, 53, depending on your race. And then in phase 2, you got a few options to level up. So you can go the finishing reagents. So craft these, and they stop gaining, like, they turn green at 64. So once you finish that, then you can craft the bags up to 82. So these bags here. And then from 82 onwards, there's nothing really that guarantees skill rank. It's more like just keep crafting stuff until you get as high as you can. And then you're YOLOing it to 100. Because the other way to do it is to go into gear crafting first, get to 100, then spec into Dawnweave or whatever. It's just more work, man. And it will be faster to do that way, but this is the slow way, and this is the preferred method. So in conclusion, I'm just going to quickly say sorry for the frustration from yesterday's video. You guys, it's an obvious clear divide between mentalities that I've noticed. There's people who are like cool, and the other people they just want to hear. They only want to see what they want to hear. Like that kind of mentality. And if you really are like that, then you're on the wrong channel, man. Like, what are you doing? This is all about trying to change your mindset to think longer term than short term. There's more people in the world that think short term and they don't think about the future, I'm trying to teach people to think more into the future, but most people are just thinking day to day, week to week. That's it, They don't have any goals. They haven't been taught how to think more in depth and longer, and 10 years out, 5 years out, 20 years out. You ask most people, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know. They got no idea, man. But so if you're that kind of person that has zero patience, you're on the wrong channel. Go find another one. But if you want to learn and change your mindset for the better, then you're more than welcome to stay. So how many tailors will I have? Well, I plan to have 92. That's what I've got enough for 92. Minimum is 56. So I'll probably do 56 and then see how much time I got in the week, if I can manage it. If I can manage more, I'll just add more. And then the remaining, because I've got 120 olds, remember, the remaining ones will be like set up for like vials and just all the other small stuff, just to keep them ticking away. But like, I'm going to play as many tailors than I can manage, really, in the week. And I know it's a full-time job. I get it. That's why I'm doing this. I thought to myself, well, I'm doing it anyway. I might as well make something out of it. Here we are. But yeah, multi-craft and ingenuity, previously we've had a little debate on the comments about it. And yeah, multi-craft is better. If you can't win them, just join them. But why give us the option, That's what I want to know. The value is definitely in the concentration and the rank 3 bolts. Like the way they're setting it up is like you're limited to, you can't like craft all rank 3 guaranteed. Like there's always going to be rank 2s involved. Kind of makes it more precious. Like the rank 3s are going to be like an upper echelon of reagents. Maybe most people are just going to go, fuck it, rank 2 will do, bro. Gotcha. Save me some money, because gold is really hard to come by in the game unless you're spending real dollars for the token. But yeah, thank you. And yeah, so look out for we'll go and watch the practical setup on the beta, and then look forward to the alchemy one. I'm going to do that in a 3-part. I'm just going to do it in one big fuck off video, stuff it, because yeah, all the best. Alrighty. So we're on the beta now. We're just trying to figure out how to get from like 51 up to 100. It's not really a priority of mine, because I obviously haven't really thought about it too much. But on here, looking at what we can, like this is what we got available. And a shout out to PP Sweatsy. Just started messaging me on the beta saying, oh, how you going? Spun out, because my name's Goldson. Anyway, but nice to see a friendly face out there. Small community we got here. All right, but like going back from the guide, we're trying to figure out how to level up. So looking at this, we've got the crafted gear that uses the Dawnweave bolts and all that shit. Dawnweave, Dustweave bolts. So you can use that to craft up, and these give you the most amount of points. But it seems more beneficial to do these like last, or like use that to finish off. So the garments are no good. So looking at this, well, the epic bag, yeah, the unique profession bag for tailoring gives 2 skill. Okay, but so we basically want to do the cheapest things that give us skill up. And looking at this, it looks like these finishing crafting reagents are going to give us the most skill. So we're at 54. So let's start crafting these and just see. I'll put a little timer on, see how we go. So we're monitoring. So So preserving weaver cloth embroidery goes yellow first. We're going to hit 60. Preserving embroidery thread still good. So we're still good. Okay, it's just turned yellow now. So we pretty much should stop when it hits green. All right, so it just hit green there at 64. So I guess you can get 10 levels out of that. I'm going to write this down so I can put it in the guide. Oh shit. Okay, so sorry about that. I got to write this shit down. I'll forget it. And it looks like the next best thing to do, because we got to consider we're leveling up an alt army, so we can't really unlock all this other shit, because some of this other stuff's like drops from delves, auction house stuff, like all this stuff's going to be expensive. Same with the profession accessories too. Like, I'll just try and make it simple without unlocking anything. See if we can get to 100 first. But looking at this, the next best thing would be the bags. So you can, these bags, you can craft bags. Let's craft like, let's say 10 of the normal bags, and see how it go, and see when it turns red. All right, we're still going. We're at 77 and still giving us skill points. So that's looking good. We might be able to get to 100 just crafting bags. That'll be spun out. If that is the case, then 82. We can craft bags to 82. So bags stop at 82. And the thing we got left is, so we need another 20 points. So like we're pretty much limited to crafting bags and then seeing if we can get any patron orders. Because if we go patron orders, let's have a look. So we got the patron orders. So we got toolbox. We don't have that. Severed satchel. Yeah, we do have this. So that's the epic bag. So this guy's offering a skill up. So patron orders. Remember, we can do some of these to skier up. And look, we got. We can craft these braces too. Oh no, we need to unlock threads of devotion. So probably not that one. I'd say all of these braces and gear would be, yeah. So definitely, it looks like the toolboxes are going to, like, leveling up. Doing the patron orders, doing the toolboxes maybe will give some skill. But that's still giving us yellow. So it's gonna be hard to level up to 100. Like, I don't know. It just seems like rushing to 100 is going to either cost you a shitload of gold, but if you do it over time, which is what I'm going to do, because that's how I did in Dragonflight. I got as high as I could for as cheap as price as possible, and then I just used like the Dark Moon Fair and shit, like every month to go there, and eventually I got 100. Because really at this point, like, you're still using concentration to guarantee, the rank 3 bolts, but really, like, unless someone can rush to 100 skill and the rare tools and all that shit, man, it's gonna be like, to do it on one character is gonna be rough, but like doing it on like 92 characters is going to be even harder. So that's why like there's a bit of a mental shift Because I'm thinking of the whole army, not just one, how to get to the one up to 100 the quickest. So that's why I don't really put much emphasis on it. I don't really care because I know eventually I'm going to get there. You know, like let's say we're hard stuck at like 82. So how many Dark Moon Fairs is that? That's like what, 7 months of Dark Moon Fairs. So if we skip the first 2, so like maybe 9 months, we're going to get to 100 if we do it the slow way. You know, but like I'm still going. Like I said, I'm not in a rush to get to 100. Because you use concentration to make the difference up, and I can't. It's pretty hard to test on here as well. If you're fully maxed out, do we still need concentration, even though the skill is the same? You know, it doesn't make any sense. But I hope that's a bit of a better insight than the first video I made, because the first video was a bit hectic. I didn't portray it properly towards the community. They probably thought I was abandoning Dawnweave and Duskweave bolts, but no, it's like a step guide. I didn't really think of like phases, because it is going to be a phase thing. First phase, do this. Second phase, do that. Third phase is you're on the home stretch, right? So I can understand the frustration when the guide came out and people were like, oh, you know, Goldson's not showing us to do the Dawnweave, which is the big ticket item. Yes, I know. But like, really, I'm just trying to think more about the whole alt army than just the individual. So just keep that in mind for future videos. Because really, I'm sort of morphing into an alt army channel, because that's my preferred method, and it definitely has to show a different type of leveling process. Like you got to think of everyone at the same time, and it's sort of a bit of a compassion thing for your alts and a time thing. Yeah, and it's a time management thing as well, because you got to think it's going to take. If you do it one way, it's going to take so much time. If you do it a more efficient way, it's going to take less time. And yeah, anyway, but enough of that. So I'm going to make one big guide for alchemy and make it like the 3-part thing instead of splitting the video into 2, which is what I should have done originally. I should have spent more time on the tailoring guide and make it like fully complete with the options, you know, at the start. But yeah, all right, that's enough for now. I'll wait for the alchemy video. It's going to be similar to this, and yeah, I think that's the most funnest one out of tailoring. Oh, out of the both, sorry. But yeah, cheers, see you later.